Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, Angela Hill is ready to go in round one. Her current form, undeniably the best of her UFC career. She is super aggressive out of the chute and derives a lot of confidence, of course, from her training camp, Alliance MMA. She believes iron sharpens iron and feels like any challenge that she could see tonight on Fight Night, she has already seen in the gym. We'll see if Hill can start quickly, as she has done so often in the past here tonight. Able to check the high kick. Oh, big Superman punch there. Just misses there with the left. Lands a kick there with the lead leg. Nice work by Hill.
Oh, nice kick.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Combination striking at its best. Another great sequence out of her there.
She is just throwing everything with so much confidence. Every time she throws, she believes that she is going to land, and to this point, she has done just that.
That strike blocked by Hill. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Effective jab there by Angela Hill. Oh, and the Superman punch is good. 2 minutes to go here in round one. Able to check the high kick.
You know, a lot of people say those don't land, but even if you block them a little bit, they still put damage on you. Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah.
Hill swelling now around her jaw, so we'll keep an eye on that storyline as this fight continues, but she has absorbed a lot of strikes to the head thus far.
Oh!
Under a minute to go. Oh! Well, she said in these situations she had to protect her head, and defensively she has done an outstanding job of that.
She could not do it any better up to this point. Great commitment to the kicking game. She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her now to drive uppercuts up the middle to do damage on her opponent.
Rodriguez's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Round two straight ahead.
Take a seat. Deep breath. Relax. Drink the water and listen. I want you to set those kicks up a little bit better.
Well, I'm just not sure how many more strikes she can take to that swollen area as they attend to her. We'll get you some replays.
Not many, J.A.
You ready? You ready?
Round two is underway. All right, here we go with our next round. Two of the best women in this division. We'll see who takes the upper hand.
You gotta make a decision when you get up off of your stool going into the next round that this is my fight and I am not gonna allow it to slip through my fingers. Nice jab by Angela.
Straight punch is good. Effective strike there by Hill. Oh, goes upstairs and lands with the high kick. Just out of range with that left hook. And she's doubling up on the jab there.
It's that pressure, man. That pressure's intense.
Man, look at that. Every time she goes to kick, she ends up eating a jab. She's had a hard time finding her range tonight.
Yeah, she can't set her feet. Every time she tries to get in her rhythm, she gets popped in the face of that jab. Great job fighting while we're on the fight.
Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this. where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing that, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory.
Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round 2. She has clearly found her rhythm and range. Oh, she did it again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not?
I mean, why not? It's worked, and it's worked beautifully. She's done everything correct in this fight, and she really has pulled ahead.
Well, I hope the judges recognize that she's blocking the majority of these shots. She's doing a beautiful job, I think, defensively.
She's doing a great job defensively.
Her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively. Oh!
Well, we could be looking at an epic comeback here. She rocked her significantly, but wasn't able to finish the fight, and now her opponent maybe creeps back in.
Her opponent will now try to find a way to work her way back into this fight. It will be on her to once again land one of those brutal punches to try to knock her out this time.
Rodriguez's lower jaw does not look good. I'm not sure it could be any more swollen. She continues to fight through it. Let's see how far she can go. 10 minutes in the books. All right, well, nobody's calling for a doctor's stoppage just yet, but she has had no answers for all of that damage up top.
She's had no answers. I mean, she has gotten beat up from the very start of the fight. And we spoke about this, John. We spoke about trying to change something early. She didn't, and now she's paying for it.
Well, they haven't called for the doctor yet, but she is swollen. Doesn't look at all like the woman who walked out here a couple hours ago.
Yeah, she got beat up in that round. She took far too many shots right on the target. She has got to do something different on the defensive side, or this fight is not going to go long.
Third round underway. All right, so 2 pretty good previous rounds. Now another round is underway. Your thoughts on what we might see here over these 5 minutes?
That one of these young ladies will really start to try and drive the point home that she is the better fighter. Beautiful flying knee lands to the head.
Well, she hasn't held back, right? I mean, she took a look at the referee, and if he's not going to get involved, you got to continue to... Oh, how good is that? The diving punch lands flush to the head. Oh, she made that one count.
Dirty cold gold, the coast cold flow. Got a wire to a lodge and I set a fire down below. I hang it over, you say sorry, didn't know. Probably got a year 10.
Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are in Las Vegas, Nevada, inside the T-Mobile Arena. This has really become the UFC's home base here in Vegas since 2016, and you competed on that inaugural night. UFC 200 was a big one.
I got to stand across the octagon from one of the greatest fighters of all time, Anderson Silva, but the roof was blown off at UFC 200. So many stars and legends competed on that night. I'm glad I was able to stand amongst them tonight. You get to make your mark on this great arena. That is a damaging kick that lands.
Mixing it up well tonight. There's a shot to the leg.
Oh, nice.
Oh, how good is that jab by Marina Moroz? Oh, kick to the head. That'll rearrange some brain cells a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That's what she's feeling right now after getting kicked in the head.
Strong kick there. Well, masterful job by her defensively yet again. You're not winning all the time when you're playing defense, but a nice job to raise the hands there.
She keeps her hands up keeps her chin down so her opponent is not getting through with any of her head strikes. She lands nasty jabs.
Trying to kick the leg out. All right, so that body continues to get ripped up. The judges are looking for damage and damaging moments, and her body investment has been the narrative in this fight.
Early, you may not have been able to see how much of an effect this was taking on her, but now you see it. The game plan, everything's clear now, and we'll see her continue to do that as she tries to chase down a finish.
Trying to hammer that lead leg. Moreau's able to land there. Moreau's is swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's inside.
Straight by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent's still standing.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her. Really nice job blocking that shot.
30 seconds to go in the round. Nice job by her with the kick there. Well, she keeps prioritizing that calf kick, and now her opponent's calf starting to show signs of bruising.
She just took him. She had to check them before they started to accumulate. She's starting to really struggle with that calf.
Second round, straight ahead. Well, I'm not sure if the swelling is just...
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round 2 underway. All right, here we go with our next round. Previous round, both fighters had their moments. We'll see who takes the upper hand here.
Both had their moments, but nobody really stood out. Nobody separated themselves from the other fighter. Which of these two women is going to be able to really charge out ahead in the next round?
All right, so here we are deep into this fight now, and you can see the frustration out of the corner that their pupil, at least to this point, she hasn't attempted a single takedown.
They know who she is. They've trained her. They've seen her since day one. And they recognize that the reason she is in the UFC today is because of her grappling. She has not even tried to get the fight to that round. It is very surprising.
Moreau's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward. And blocks the shot there. Circling towards the left now.
Oh, nice little right hook there.
Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange.
Beautiful leg kick.
Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level. Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot. Oh, nice body shot.
Big right hand. All right, so her hooks have certainly been the big storyline in this one, DC. Give us a prediction. You think she goes back to it here?
She's absolutely going to go back to it. When I look at her fight, I think of John Lineker, where he just throws hooks to the body, hooks to the head. She does a great job of mixing up the target, and now as the fight has progressed, expect her to try to really sit down on one and end the fight.
All right, so the referee may be closing his distance a little bit. She has absorbed so many headshots. I don't think he wants her to take too much more damage upstairs.
And doesn't want to see her go flat out. I mean, you can stop this fight and save her from getting put out completely.
Oh, she is hurting for certain. Well, that left hand has been there for her tonight, not on that attempt. Well, not just a high-output fight to this point, but a high-accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women.
How about these two going at it? Entertaining stuff so far. Well, hopefully they don't have to wire her jaw shut next week, right? Because that swelling is so out of control that she really doesn't need to take too many more strikes to the mouth. Maybe the doctor's paying attention. Well, she is unrecognizable with all of that swelling. Let's see if we can isolate exactly what caused it.
What happened to her face, John? She's not the same person that we saw walk into the octagon. She has not been good defensive. She's got to change something. Maybe a takedown. She's got to limit the punches landing to stop all this swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go, third and final round. Leg kick is there. Able to block that strike. Well, I'm a play-by-play guy. I'm not an analyst, but I have to admit to being surprised that she hasn't even attempted a takedown at this point in the fight.
It's crazy to think that someone has such a dominant skill and is not trying to take advantage of it. Someone needs to get in her ear and say, start wrestling, because right now you are falling behind.
Strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. All right, there it is. She lands the calf kick yet again, and I'm not sure her opponent's going to be able to stand up too much longer.
Won't be many more, John. It won't take much more in order to get this fight finished. She has got to check, but she needed to check 20 of them ago.
Yeah.
Right now, it's too late.
3 minutes now to go in the fight. Oh, she is absolutely the beginning of the end here. Trying to finish this fight. What a fight! So how about this result tonight? She told us in the fighter meeting, I gotta get a finish here tonight.
Incredibly, I do this shit competitively, inevitably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Here we go. UFC Women's Strawweight title is on the line. It does not get much bigger than this, folks. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. Nice straight punch there by Marina Rodriguez. All right, so a lot of swelling on her now. The referee is monitoring things closely, but if she doesn't adjust, she may be looking at a TKO loss due to a doctor stoppage.
And you know what? I think that would probably be the best case scenario, because right now she has not shown an ability to change the way that this fight has been playing out. So at some point, she's either going to get stopped by TKO and doctor stoppage, or she's going to get put out completely.
Oh, she's got a great guillotine, and she's got it tight. Oh, she gets out.
She did a very good job of staying calm in a very tight guillotine attempt. What a beautiful job by this young lady.
Well, no surprise here. She backs off and welcomes her opponent back to the feet. Man, she she is just breaking her down with volume tonight as she lands another combination.
I mean, over and over, she is just landing so many different attacks. It's amazing to watch someone never throw less than 3. She's throwing at least 3 every time she enters. Ooh, what a punch. That right hand landed. Oh! Another big takedown.
Oh, well played there as she gets back to her feet.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
2 minutes. Big power shot there. Oh, lands another hook. Well, she's already landed several big takedowns, and there's another one. So you gotta like what you're seeing here. This offensive wrestling is on point.
It's unbelievable. The variety of takedowns is what I am truly a fan of. It's not just one thing. She is doing different approaches, different takedowns to really, really confuse her opponent.
That'll see the seminal blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent bad.
Huge left. Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, your opponent's back in the fight and can potentially win.
Especially with this opponent. This opponent's so dangerous all the time. It does not matter that she hurt her before. She doesn't have to close the door if she gets her hurt again. Cannot take too many of those.
What a round! All right, good news, bad news. Good news, she is able to get to the end of the round and back to the stool, but the swelling on her mouth is out of control. She might actually have some sort of fracture in her. Well, at some point, she's going to have to shore things up defensively. Let us get you some replays and show you some strikes that led to all that damage.
Just beautiful striking on display, but it's easy to look like this whenever you're...
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2.
Oh, high kick. Oh!
That shot blocked by Janjidoba. Well, a bloody mess it is not, but that cut is getting worse by the minute.
It just keeps advancing because she keeps getting hit in the same spot. She has got to move her head.
Just unable to quite find that range. Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing that, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory.
Janjidoba's trying to get a triangle submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, she got out. How good is that?
Oh, nice headlock. That Darce choke is tight.
Oh, great submission defense. Oh, could get a finish soon. Looks like a Darce choke.
Oh, it's getting deep. What a sub-attempt. She's out again.
All right, so her submission attempt is denied yet again. She's going to keep going for it, but the defense has held up every step of the way. The shot she's thrown tonight. Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot.
This could be it. Oh, punches and bunches. Back to the feet. All right, right, so we got a little bit of separation now, but watch out for the setup. You got to think she's going to shoot for another takedown.
She's going to shoot for another takedown, and it may not look pretty. It may be her taking a shot from halfway across the octagon. As long as she gets into contact, she is comfortable because she wants to fight down on the floor.
Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC, but a lot of blood donation happening right here, right now, as her opponent continues to target that area.
Yeah, I mean, you have a fighter in front of you who is so disciplined, who is so sharp. You have got to get on your bicycle, you got to get on the outside, limit the damage getting between rounds, and then try to reset. Because right now, this cut is only getting worse.
Well, hopefully they don't have to wire her jaw shut next week, right? Because that swelling is so out of control that she really doesn't need to take too many more strikes to the mouth. Maybe the doctor's paying attention. Well, I'm just not sure how many more strikes she can.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Oh, nice jab by Josh. Connection fire there. DC, the solid blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad.
Watch for her to set up that hook again now. It's been a big weapon for her here tonight. Let's see if she goes back to it.
She gets to the single collar side. Look for her to try to move her opponent to find, oh, another one!
Back to the feet now.
That was a beautiful takedown that landed there.
Marina Rodriguez gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice.
Oh, my goodness!
What a turn of events here inside this arena. An absolutely crazy flush knockout, and there's going to be no wiping that smile off her face tonight.
She's going to be smiling all the way to the bank after a knockout like that. What a performance. What a knockout. Unbelievable.